Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there is probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. We're not here to determine whether you're guilty or not guilty. That's not for today. You don't need to tell us what happened, what didn't happen. You don't need to explain yourself, defend yourself, or make an excuse today. It's not for today. Please save those for your attorney in a private meeting. You have the right to remain silent, but if you give up that right, whatever you say today can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney, let me know who that is. When you call for contact your attorney, let them know that you're in court. Yes, sir.
Judge,
Yes.
we have two who know who their private attorneys are. Ann LeMaster is for Mr. Burke. He's on page 1 of your docket. And Brian Greenwald is for...
Missick?
Sorry.
You said Missick is one?
Burke.
No.
And LeMaster.
Burke and LeMaster.
Ann LeMaster for Mr. Burke. He's on page 1 of your docket. And Louis Denkins is his attorney is Brian Greenwald. He's on page 5 of your docket.
You know the numbers for these attorneys?
I can get it for LeMaster.
Do you know LeMaster?
Well, she's with conflict. It's going to be the same number you called this morning.
What's LeMaster's first name? Do we know?
Ann. A-N-N-E. Whenever you're ready, Judge.
Go ahead.
954-713-1220.
Hi, is Ann LeMaster there? Yeah, this is Judge Hurley over in the main courthouse. Thank you. Hey, you just gave me what?
The PC from his pending case.
Oh.
That forms the basis of count number 2.
Got it.
Your Honor, the alleged victim is also in court.
Okay.
Judge, I'm Mr. Denkins. I informed counsel that he was here for magistrate court. He has a court date. He won't be making an appearance today.
I got it.
Judge Hurley?
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Mike Orlando.
Hi, sir. How are you doing?
Not bad. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, good to talk to you. I heard you're looking for Ann LeMaster?
Yes, sir.
I guess she's not in the office right now. Is there anything I can
Just wanted
help
to
with or pass along?
just want to let her know that one of her clients got rearrested, a man named Jonathan Burke, and he's in first appearance court, and I thought that I would just let her know.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Is there today, right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Steve.
You want to let her know, and I'll,
Well,
it's up to you what you want to do.
I will.
Your
Okay.
Honor, is the court going to be taking... Well,
Wait, hold on a moment, sir.
is the court going to be taking any action on his pending case?
Yes.
Okay, So...
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Orlando, all right?
Okay.
His wife.
Just pass it on to LeMaster that Burke, Jonathan Burke, B-U-R-K-E, got rearrested, okay?
Property.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right,
and our
bye.
printer for the state, every morning, if you don't use it, you have to turn it off and on. So, you know, what do you offer me, okay? This is where I work.
No, right here. There you go. Okay, may I see Jonathan Burke, please? are you here on this case, ma'am? You want to stand right there? Just right at the lectern right there, okay? Now, Mr. Burke, you're charged with battery, second or subsequent offense, domestic violence related. Count 2, a violation of a pre-trial release condition. Now, count 1, count 2, I'm going to find probable cause. Count 1, is there a previous battery conviction?
Yes, Your Honor. In 2010, he was convicted of domestic violence battery, felony battery due to prior convictions against a different alleged victim.
Okay.
He was sentenced to 2 years in state prison.
Okay, hold on. Was that a female also?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
2007, he had a battery on an emergency medical worker.
Got it. Okay. Anything else?
No, I know I gave you the report. I don't remember. I guess they were filed as charged. So the charges you see on the report I gave you,
Right.
those were the charges that were filed July of last year.
Got it. Okay. Now, ma'am, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You see the TV right there?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. It's the same thing as over there. Instead of turning around, you can see it there. Ma'am?
Okay.
Okay, tell me your name.
Charisse Cologne.
Okay, Miss Cologne. How is it you know Mr. Burke?
He's my fiance.
How long have you known him?
A year?
Do you have children together?
No.
No? Okay. And have you resided together in that year?
No.
No? Okay. And do you, what does he do for work?
He doesn't work. He gets assistance from the state. He's got mental illness and drug and alcohol
Okay.
addiction. And he really needs a long-term drug program that implements counseling with domestic violence.
Right.
I'm reading the facts here on domestic violence, and I've been doing a lot of research. I myself am going to Nova University for help for their family violence and trauma program since November.
Okay.
And so I'm learning a lot. And
Let me ask you this. In the case we're here on today, so he already has a case that's from June of 2014.
correct.
Okay, that's for domestic battery by strangulation and a battery on you.
Yes.
Okay, now he's back in November. He allegedly at 3:53 in the morning, as it says, alleged victim Miss Cologne reported that she and the defendant, her former boyfriend, came home after a party. Was he allowed to be around you, that whether you know that or not at that time? Was he told he had to stay away from you? Or did somebody tell you that he wasn't allowed to be around you? Did you know he was restricted from being in your presence?
In November? No.
Right.
I thought he was out on bail and that we were okay.
Okay. Okay, so at that time it says he pushed you to the floor, smashed your head on the floor several times, put a pillow over your face, punched you in the face several times through the pillow. And it says that you had a large bump on the back of your head, bruising to the bridge of your nose, said you were extremely shaken up, and you were checked and treated by the fire rescue. And, okay, so did you call the police that night?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I did.
Now-
In November.
Now, since November, have you been interacting with him?
No, I've
Have you seen him since November?
I saw him at church once, but
Did he do anything or try to hurt you or anything?
No.
Do you think he represents a danger to you at this
No.
time? No.
No. I just am very firmly believe that I've been around Jonathan and I've known him for a short time, 1 year, but when he is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the drugs and alcohol, he has never hit me, he has never done anything to harm me or make me feel unsafe when he was clean and sober. You know, it's the system's choice, you know, for jail and all of that. And, you know, he does need to be reprimanded, and he does need to learn that, you know, this is unacceptable.
Let me stop you right there. He's got an attorney, and I just
Yeah.
I got a text message.
Okay.
Let me just tell you what it says. Let me bring it up. It says that, I'll read to you. If possible, Judge, I have viable information. If you could put Jonathan Burke on recall again, information is being passed right now. I can be there in 15 minutes. His attorney,
That's fine.
I could come right away. Okay, so
That's fine.
I believe that's Mr. Orlando who I just talked to. Let me call the number real
Okay.
quick and find out. That's a bail bondsman. I don't know how that. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. Figure this out here real quick.
Okay, all right. Okay. Well, yeah, that'd be great. All right.
Just give me a moment. Hey, how are you? Who's this? Oh, hey. Do you have something that you have some input on Mr. Burke? Well, without telling me right now on the telephone, do you want to come over here and tell us in open court? Okay. Well, how long is it going to take you to be here? Okay, that sounds good. Thanks. Yeah, the bondsman wants to come over and talk about this, so I'm going to he's the surety on it, so I'll let him have his input. Have a seat, Mr. Burke. Just have a seat, all right, ma'am? Thank you. Okay, we ready to go on the municipal ordinance cases? Yes, sir. Okay, how about Harry Irvin? Hey,
He's
Mr.
live,
Irvin.
so whatever you say is being broadcast.
All right.
How you doing?
All right.
Mr. Irvin, you're here for 2 cases for open container of alcohol. We have an attorney
Yeah.
here from the city of Deerfield who we've welcomed warmly into the courtroom. I think it's the first time we've ever had the city of Deerfield attorney in the court, right?
You've been kind enough to allow us to appear by telephone. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So I wanted to come and pay my respects today. Your
That's
Honor.
that's all
Thank you
right.
for having
We're
us.
glad to have you. Tell us your name.
Jeffrey Sanowski on behalf of the city of Deerfield.
Okay, sir.
Beach.
You know, and then we have Mr. Shade here.
Correct,
Yes.
Judge. I'm here on Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Deerfield, and I think there's one also for possibly Lauderdale Lakes.
Now, Mr. Sitting outside Tony's Market drinking a beer. Okay, so how do you feel about this?
There are actually 2 cases,
Right.
open container. I've discussed it with the public defender. The city's willing to resolve it, offers time served, $20 fine, court costs,
Okay.
and withhold
And
adjudication.
you've talked to Mr. Shade about this?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have.
Okay, Mr. Shade, I'm gonna make sure you get paid for your time on this, all right? So I'll sign an order. Let me ask you, Mr. Harry Irvin, would you like to,
Yes.
would you like to just plead no contest? I'll give you $20, $10 a piece?
It was $20 each.
Please, no
$20.
contest, Your Honor.
Okay,
Hold on a second.
do you need to sit down and talk to your attorney over here? You've got an attorney. Do you want to talk to him about it, or can you go without talking to him right now?
Yes, I don't mind talking. I plead. I be honored to talk with him.
All right, so how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. All right, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. And thank you very much, all right?
All right.
Straight up the middle and have a seat outside. So
$20
take
Huh?
it back.
All right.
Straight up the middle and have a seat
Thank
outside. So
you.
we'll take it back.
Okay, Mr. Shea, just remind me on that.
That's fine, Judge. We understand the agreement with, the.
Okay, what about Deborah Ferrando? Deborah Ferrando? I think she's up at.
He's got one more. Yeah, one more.
All right, Your Honor.
Hi, Ms. Ferrando. You've been charged on count 4 with a solicitation for prostitution. Now, she's got a few things that are still.
She's got a pending felony drug court, Your Honor.
No.
Not a huge amount of municipal ordinance violations, so I have no comment, but besides getting help drinking.
Yeah, you know what I think the best thing to do is just, if she can't afford an attorney, appoint an attorney, let this just go to court. All right? Is that,
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I was in jail. I was in jail when they issued that capias. I was
really?
here on March 26th. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me look.
You're here on the second look for somebody.
The first time there was a mistake made. Let me look. Do we know the date of the capias on count 2?
I don't.
Count 4? Ma'am, which day did you come into, what was your date you came in?
I came in on April 4th, but that charge was the capias was March 26th. That I had court, and this jail didn't take me to Hollywood.
No, wait.
It was Hollywood
Let me
Courthouse.
ask you, what was your court date? You were supposed to be in court.
March 26th.
And when did you come into custody?
March 4th.
Okay.
What's your BCCM number?
727-420. Yeah,
Why
she's
would the
right.
case be?
727.
727-420. Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance on count 2. Ma'am, were you working before you were arrested?
No, but I was currently enrolling into school.
Do you have any money in the bank?
Not at the time,
Would
no.
you like me to appoint a special public defender to represent you on count 2?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna appoint Mr. Shade to represent you on count 2, all right?
Judge, what's the bond on that?
Okay.
Excuse me?
What's the bond on that?
Well, not anymore. I released your ROR.
And that's going to be assigned to a judge at this courthouse, Your Honor?
Yeah, can we assign it to,
Somebody else got
Yes.
Identity.
Any case with Mr. Shea, Your Honor, will have to be a central case by trials conflict with Your Honor's work.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
What we need
because
to
it's
do.
Thursdays on 1:30. I'm not gonna be there.
Okay,
Okay, I have one more.
Okay,
Nicholas
thank you,
Dawson.
Judge.
thank you. Go ahead, sir.
I have one more, Nicholas Dawson.
Okay. Can I see Nicholas Dawson, please?
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Dawson. Sir, count 1
Hello.
through 4 are municipal ordinance violations. They're all alcoholic beverage. Well, 1, 2, 3 are alcohol. 4 is sleeping on city property. So it says, while on patrol, observe the defendant sitting in the parking lot. Right, 11 North Andrews. That's the Goodyear Tire. Wait, let me see. Yeah, that's Goodyear Tires where he was picked up. So,
But I didn't have an open container when I was
you
picked
didn't
up.
have one now, but in the past.
He's several of his cases today live in Fort Lauderdale. One is Hollywood. He's got a lot of little charges like this in the past, Your Honor. I'll ask that he is adjudicated, court costs, and.
You know what? Let me ask you, sir. Do you have an address? Do you have somewhere to go, somewhere to live?
Yeah.
What's your address?
5409 Cocoa Cake,
Is it
Coconut
Eagle,
Creek.
Is it Eagle Creek Court?
Eagle K Court.
Eagle K?
Yeah, with a C in Coconut Creek.
Who do you live there with?
my sister, basically.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, let me
and my
ask you,
niece.
why would you be down in downtown Fort Lauderdale sitting in the parking lot of a tire store? If you live all the way out in Coconut Creek, that's got to be 15 miles away.
Because I was going to the Jubilee Soup Kitchen in Hollywood to get some lunch.
So from Coconut Creek all the way to Hollywood to stop off in Fort Lauderdale to get lunch. What I'm trying to do is determine.
No,
I'm trying to determine if there's a way I could get you out of jail and get you some help. That's what I'm trying to figure out. When was the last time you stayed with your sister?
I would love to resolve this.
Well, hold on. I'd like to try to keep it where you don't come back again too quickly. So, when was the last time you actually stayed at your sister's house?
Last week, maybe 10 days.
Where have you been staying?
I was there for Easter.
Where? Oh, really? You were there for Easter? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You know what I think I'm going to do, Mr. Shade, sir? I think I'd like to just go ahead and leave his bonds where they are.
Okay.
And let him have some time. I'm going to put a medical screen on here, and let him. You know what? I've asked you this before.
I've tried to stop on my own, and I had a seizure. You see my head?
Right. I'm going to order a medical screen for you. All right.
What do you mean by that?
I want a doctor to take a look at you.
Oh, they just did that last night. The police took me to the hospital.
Okay, well, we're going to have the people in the jail.
They gave me a CAT scan and an X-ray of my hand and everything. They just did that yesterday.
I'm going to write medical screen on here. I'm going to leave his bonds at $300 total. And what I'd like to do is, I'm going to send this over to Judge Lerner Wren.
Okay.
And what I'd like to do is,
See if you can get him placed?
see if you could get him placed somewhere.
Okay.
I think that. Thank you, sir. We're going to try to work this out. I'm going to appoint an attorney, Mr. Shade, to represent you. All right? Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure.
Take care, Cindy. Thanks. Yes, anytime.
John, we have one more case, Jonathan Merrill. I haven't seen the paperwork on this. He was picked up last night.
Merrill?
Yeah,
Page 10.
yeah, on page 10, trespassing in an unoccupied structure.
This morning? This morning?
Jonathan
Yes,
Mann?
it looks like he was picked up yesterday about 4:13.
Merrill, M-E-R-R.
I'm not gonna know.
12, yeah.
121-500-367.
Is that?
Yeah, he's out of custody.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for
Okay.
your time today, Your Honor.
Thank you. It's good seeing you, all right?
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
Good luck.
Take care, Dutch. Sure.
Thanks,
Take care. Take care. Let you know how good tonight. Tonight's.
Hold on, let me, Mr. Shade's telling me some top secret. Okay. Is he,
I know what you're talking about.
George Ruiz, Kara Hodson Smith?
Ruiz is still on loan,
Ruiz is still online?
from what I can tell.
Okay.
That's what I'm told here as well.
Wednesday PM?
And Hodson Smith was North Broward, and she bonded out. She's
Got it.
released.
Thank you. Probable cause is found.
You're wrong?
Now see, Jaron Dowse.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dowse, disorderly intoxication. Clerk finds probable
Yes,
cause.
Sir, is there any way I can resolve this?
Sure. Does
Please.
Any
Please.
crimes we should be concerned about?
I mean, he's got a lot of priors. He's not registered or anything. His last arrest was in 2013.
Okay. Sir, you want to work? You want to plead no contest? Case will be over with today.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Sir, can I say something about the court costs? I get a disability check once a month, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay court costs.
Well, I'll make a note on here to reduce these for you. All right.
Okay.
I'll make a note.
Can I go home today?
Sure. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Here you go. I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. You can make it that.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Down the middle, out the door.
Okay, what about Jeremy Missick?
Jeremy Missick.
Yeah, your bond's been posted by Broward County Bail Bonds. Thank you.
Good luck. You done?
Okay, what about Sean Sewell, Louis Denkins, and Shivago Walker?
Okay, Sewell and Denkins are present at the main. Both have declined the services of the public defender.
I got the public back.
Oh, you changed your mind? So Mr. Sewell is present at the main.
Okay, sir, carrying concealed firearm and court finds probable cause. Steve, do we have any priors on this gentleman?
One moment, Judge. Check for juveniles, please. I got it.
Open door movement. Deputy LeBron, your interview is ready to return to 1F and 2F.
You have it.
54. GNH movement. Deputy Bramble, interviews are ready to return. 10-4.
Hey, Judge.
It is juveniles. I'm just checking to see what they are. Okay, whenever.
Do you know if somebody posted? Sorry, go ahead.
Was there a bond posted on
If
this?
you posted bond, that takes care of it. So. Sewell.
Sewell. L.
Yeah.
Sir, your bond's been posted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
How about Louis Denkins?
That's it. You're bonded out. Go down the middle and out the door. Mr. Denkins is present in the main. Greenwald's his attorney, and he's got a court date on Tuesday.
Right. Greenwald couldn't make it right now. He's got some other hearing, but he wanted to know that he knows about this. So you're going to be held without bond on a violation of probation. Thank you. How about Shivago Walker?
Your Honor, can we put
Bonded.
Walker and Vassal on recall? I've got a detective coming in.
Walker bonded.
Well,
according
then I need to check to see if he's still in custody. Your Honor.
Walker bonded already.
Is he out of the building?
I would think so.
I'm checking right now. Hold on.
Mr. Walker has left the building.
He's out. Okay. Probable cause is found.
Travis?
You said, oh yeah, that's him.
Let's see Travis Vassal.
Present at the main?
Why did you mention them together? Were they together? Yes, they were.
Well, then we'd ask that this be put on recall.
Okay, have a seat. We'll call you right
Have a
back,
seat.
sir. Is his bond been
Jamil,
posted? No?
come on.
No? Okay. How about Jamil Sutton and
Your Honor.
Yeah.
And I know pretrial has some information for you. I provided the court with a copy of the probable cause affidavit from his arrest on Friday. And he came through the court this weekend and was ROR'd on 3 counts of stalking against the same alleged victim, ROR'd to pretrial. Additionally, I provided you with a copy of a loitering and prowling that he's pled out for March 27th. what is of particular interest, if you notice the address of the incident location, it is very, it's very close in distance, in area to the alleged victims of the stalking's address, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, so he's out on cases now?
He's out on 3 counts of stalking.
Okay. Is he out on anything else?
I can check.
Do you have any priors?
Well, he pled out the loitering and prowling that he was arrested March 27th on.
Was that loitering and prowling near this same
Yeah,
person?
I gave you the PC for that one. You can see the incident location is very close to the victim's address on the aggravated stalking. Okay, now he pled out before you in late February, a trespass, and that was at his grandfather's residence. That was also a development near where this is going on. He does have a pending trespassing also at his grandfather's residence in front of Judge Lerner Wren in her regular division.
Okay. Okay.
It's not in her.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been charged with aggravated assault with intent to commit a felony, battery on a police officer, stalking, resisting arrest with violence, battery on a police officer, resisting arrest with violence, 2 counts. So, Mr. Miller, do you have anything to comment regarding his ability to post bond?
Well, just as far as count 1, they didn't recover a knife, or at least they're not mentioning recovering a knife. So all we have is this alleged victim's word that a knife ever existed.
I didn't even fight.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Hold on one moment, Judge.
Okay.
He's a 23-year resident of South Florida. He's 2 years at the same address. He works at a car wash. He does not have any children. He does have strong ties. His family lives down here. No money in the bank, no real estate, no one to help bond him out.
Okay. Okay. Did you want to say something, State?
Your Honor, I just have concerns. I mean, he's given a very fortunate release conditions of not having to post a bond on stalking charges. And now the allegation is within 72 hours of his release, he's going right back to the alleged victim, threatening harm.
Right.
And then, allegedly, when being taken into custody, he's fighting back against the police of breaking one officer's finger.
So the court believes you do represent a danger to this alleged victim. You were released from stalking here just a few days ago on pretrial release on case 15-3885, MM10. You were told at that time, when you were arrested, you went right back around Victoria Holloway. She says that you came upon her in an aggressive manner with a knife in your hand, trying to make contact with her. And then when the police got there, they said you were violent. Before that, you had a loitering or prowling case just within a block or 2 away here on March 27th. And I think it was in the same development. And then they said that you ran past security. They asked you what you were doing there. You said you were there to see a girl. And so then we have another one here from April 3rd. You were arrested for, that's the stalking you were out on, I guess, right? Right, going after the same person. Sir, the court believes you represent a danger to her. It appears you don't follow court orders. The court's going to set your bond on count 1 at $10,000, 2 at $1,000, 3 at $50,000, 4 at $500, 6 at $1,000, 7 and 8 are $500. Court will order pretrial release, GPS monitor, waive the cost of the monitor. The court will order you have no contact, directly and indirectly, with Victoria Holloway. You must stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works. Anywhere in between, you're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition at any time when you're around her. I'm going to order, sir, your bond and your release conditions be revoked on 15-3885 MM10. You'll be held without bond. Thank you. 6 and 7. Sorry about that. Sorry.
We'll talk later.
You know what I'm talking about.
I
Okay.
don't really know.
Ready to go? Yes. Okay. Now, step forward, if you don't mind. Ma'am, could you just kind of get right up there near so we can maybe bring you in too? Okay. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
May I see Jonathan Burke back, please? Sir, state your name for the record.
Richard Stein, S-T-E-I-N, all Florida bail bonds.
And you are, you're a bondsman, and did you bond Mr. Burke out on his, is he out on bond from the June 6th arrest?
Yes.
How much was that bond?
One was $7,500.
Okay. Now, so that was 75, and while he was on bond, did, well, up until November of 2014, did you have any problems with him?
I have zero problems with him. He
Well,
contacts my office.
Are you aware of the incident which allegedly occurred on November 5th, 2014? You had him on bond June 6th, 2014. But on November 5th, 2014, a woman here in court, Ms. Cologne, she called the police, advised the police that this defendant pushed her to the floor, smashed her head on the floor several times, put a pillow over her face, punched her in the face several times with the pillow. She received a bump on the back of the head, bruising to the bridge of her nose. She was shaken up, and she was treated by fire rescue. Before this hearing, did you know that?
Yes.
You did?
I knew of the incident, yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, that being said,
Your Honor, just so you have an idea, just how concerned Judge Cohen was about this case. When he was arraigned on July 24th on the pending case,
right.
Judge Cohen, and while Mr. Burke was present in court, amended the distance on the no contact order from 500 feet to 1 mile. That's how concerned he was for the victim's safety. And then less than 6 months later, he is allegedly committing another battery against him. He's had a prior domestic violence battery. Your Honor, I wasn't going to get into it because frankly I thought it was, I think this is pretty straightforward. He's been arrested in the past for attempted murder in the second degree. That was dropped. Robbery, strong arm robbery in 06, that was dropped. Your Honor, I just think the risk, the danger he poses to the alleged victim is too great at this point in time to afford him out in the street.
Let me ask you, who put up the collateral for that bond? Do you know?
Nobody. Me.
You didn't?
I know him well enough, and I know I should know him so well, and I am so close to him that I oppose his bond, and I don't even have a signer. That's how much I trust him.
How did you know him?
I talked to him out about it 10 years ago. Been in constant communication since.
Right. What does he do for work? Do you know?
He doesn't work. He has mental and physical disabilities, and he's on SSI.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you know whether he has any assets or anything?
Does not have any assets.
No assets. No. Does he have any ability to pay a bond?
No, he does not.
Go ahead.
Well, and frankly, I would imagine that part of his trust when he first bonded him out in July would involve that he would follow the court's conditions, but he didn't. So, frankly, I don't know how far that trust really goes going forward, Your Honor. The concern is if we're back here again, if something else happens in the next few months.
Go to you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Your Honor's putting him on a monitor, so the court's already made up its mind. I mean, really, I'm looking, 6'2", a 300-pound man, and her. I hope he doesn't come within, because she might not be around next time to address the court, Your Honor. And I think we're taking too big of a risk because the bondsman's here testifying on his
With all
behalf,
due
Your
respect,
Honor.
I think leading the court at this time.
Maybe I am. I apologize, Your Honor, because that's what then maybe I am. I apologize if I am.
I'm sorry, but when he is clean and sober, he is responsible.
How can I don't?
He needs drug treatment, long term, 1 year, 2 year, with mental, domestic violence classes, and there's Fort Lauderdale Hospital has a No Marchman Act.
I think I'm dreaming.
That's what he needs. Jail is not going to do anything.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. How could I, as a judge, if you could think about this, how could I, as a judge, keep Mr. Burke from taking drugs or alcohol and harming you further? Do you have any way you think of time? I mean, it's kind of a rhetorical question, but he was already out on one bond for $7,500, and I'm sure if it weren't me, it was another judge who said, "Hey, you know, you can't have contact with her, you can't go around her," and they wrote an order. There's a standard order for that. Now he violates that order, just blows the court off, and it goes after you. Not only just was he around you, but it looks like he harmed you at that time. So my faith in his willingness to follow court orders is very, very slim to none, and the court's concern for your safety is very, very high. He's got a history of domestic violence. In 2010, he went to prison for 2 years for domestic battery on a woman. That's on a felony. 2007.
I was told that was a police officer.
I have no idea.
Yes.
No, it says domestic battery, so.
No, I'm sorry.
Count 7. Go ahead.
The 2010 where he was sentenced to 2 years, that was the domestic violence in nature.
Right.
The 07 was against a battery and emergency medical technician.
But that was a felony, right?
Yes, it was.
So he's got 2 prior felony batteries, and he went to prison on one of them, a one against a woman in the past. I assume maybe a prior girlfriend or prior wife. So now we're back again. He's out on bond. It looks like he commits another serious violent act against another woman.
Let me offer some information.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. On 3 separate occasions, I should say 3 separate living quarters that Mr. Burke resides in, or he did reside in. One of them, he was the house manager. He was in charge of different things. The
Right.
second one, which is Faith Farm, just recently, he was part of their security team. When Mr. Burke has his medication and he's doing well, he's phenomenal. The reason why there's occurrences is because the young lady goes to him. The individual or the location at question, the church, that's where Mr. Burke goes for rehabilitation and NA meetings. The reason that we're in communication is because she goes to where he's at. When he is at the locations, he doesn't have access to her.
She's not under court order, number one, and number two is that even if she were around him, that doesn't give him license to abuse her. So here's where the court's going to order. Sir, the court believes you represent an extreme danger to Ms. Colon. I'm going to order you have no contact with her, directly, indirectly. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. No contact whatsoever. No weapons, no ammunition, no guns, maybe in your possession while you're out. The court believes you represent an extreme, ongoing danger to her. You have a history of violating court orders, just virtue of the case you're here on today. You have violated a court order from your previous June arrest of 2014 where the court told you not to go around Ms. Colon. You willfully violated that. On its face, it looks like that's what you've done. You've already gone to prison for domestic battery by strangulation. 2 years in prison. 2007, a battery on another person, a felony. So now we're back here again. And this time you allegedly beat her up, threw her on the floor. She ended up having a bump on her head, her nose was injured, and she had to be treated by fire rescue. Put a pillow over her face and punched her in the face several times. The court's going to set your bond based on all these factors at $250,000 on count 1. Count 2, your release is revoked. On 15, 2583 CF10, you'll be held without bond until further order of the court. You'll have pretrial release, GPS monitor, waive the cost of monitor. You'll be, I think that's level 1 lockdown, right?
Your Honor, and I'm sorry, count 2 is the second count of the same case. 1 and 2 are the same case. The pending case is 147914 CF10A.
147914.
And he does need a bond on count 2.
So count 2, sir, I'm going to set your bond on count 2. I'm going to set that bond at count 1. I'm going to make 200,000. Count 2, I'm going to make 50,000. Total bond still 250,000. And then the court is going to revoke your bond on 147914 CF10. And Mr. Stano, I want to thank you for coming to court today. Sorry we had to see each other like this, but ma'am, Ms. Colon, I hope that today I have the court has done something that protects you, and I think you seem like a very nice person, a very mild-mannered person to me, but I'm not sure. The court's not sure you understand, and respectfully, I mean this, I'm not sure you quite understand the gravity of, I believe, the situation that Mr. Burke presents to you. And I'm sure this is not the way you wanted this to turn out today, but I just have to look out for your well-being and make sure that no more harm comes to you. And I think today the court has done as much as it could to help that, all right? So, Ms. Colon, before you leave, why don't you just have a chat with our person over here, okay? I wish you the best, ma'am. Okay?
And,
Thank you.
Your Honor, and I apologize for my response. I let my emotions...
No, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you.
Right, you're done.
All right, you man.
Good luck,
Hang
man.
out there.
Okay, may I see Anthony Polizzi, Carlos Ochoa?
Please, he bonded, Judge.
Got it. Miss Shirley, you doing all right? Good. I'm doing all right. Carlos Ochoa, doing well. Good to see you in here. You're welcome. Okay, where's Carlos Ochoa?
I'll see. He might still be on loan.
Medical reset, Judge.
I got it. Wednesday PM.
Your Honor, would the court be willing to make a PC determination?
I found PC.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, Raymel Francisco Perez.
We need a Spanish interpreter, Judge.
I understand. Spanish, man. Thank you. Is he Travis Vassell?
Your Honor, that's, you put that on recall. I've got a detective that's coming by.
Mr. Vassell, will you have a seat? We'll call you right back. Thank you, sir. Okay.
We had DeJuan Gordon. It was a perfection from yesterday.
Okay, DeJuan Gordon.
I believe the issue is proof evident, presumption great. You wanted to know the length of the knives.
Length of the blades.
Your Honor, I'm going to be state's going to be withdrawn. It's a motion to foreclose. I provided a supplement. I would ask to be heard as far as bond goes, though, but it would seem at this point there's probable cause for burglary of a conveyance on count 1.
Okay. Burglary of a conveyance, PC?
Yes, the supplemental report, I had the officer measure or inquire to measuring the knives. The main knife was a switchblade type knife, foldable knife that was 3.5, the blade was 3.5 inches in length,
So
approximately.
is that
It has to be more than 4
4
to
the blade
not
part.
to fall outside the common pocket knife exception.
Right.
The other knives were parts of multi-device tools, and I don't believe there's any circumstances where those would be considered weapons, Your Honor.
Let me give the public defender's office credit, and I don't know if it was Mr. Afzal or it was Mr. Miller. I'm sure
It was Mr. Miller, Judge.
Well, yeah. Someone brought out something to me that didn't occur to me yesterday. I actually thought about it when I got home.
Right back, 'cause
It
she's
never
stepped away
occurred to
from
me to check on the length of the knife blade.
Right back.
I just thought blade. I thought knives out of the car. Boom, done. And was that you, Miller, that did that? Okay, Miller, that was a good call. I thought
Apparently.
about that
Thanks,
when I
Judge.
got home, and I thought, you know what? The light bulb went on. It never occurred to me to even think about that angle. So I have to give you credit.
Thanks, Judge.
It didn't occur to me, and that was a great bit of lawyering on your part. All right.
Absolutely, you should.
So.
Wow.
You said. Well, you
Stop
said.
it! You're gonna make my head get big.
No, but you saved your client from having a a hold. So now he's bondable. So.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay.
Although I think Mr. Linder might have something to say about that.
Well, no, he's definitely gonna have a bond. I mean, what that bond is.
Yeah, what the bond is, maybe a whole, may not.
2012, Your Honor. Felony battery, domestic violence by strangulation. He was sentenced to 30 months in state prison. 2012, resisting without violence. 2009, attempted burglary of a structure, resisting without violence with a VOP, 30 months state prison. 2011, resisting without violence and unlawful use of false name ID. 2008, resisting without violence. 2008, possession of marijuana.
Okay, anything you want to say on behalf of this defendant, Mr. Miller?
Judge, can I have one more moment,
Sure.
please?
So he was looking into vehicles, standing by the driver's side door of a white Honda, allegedly
the other
removed
thing.
a phone, some knives.
And Your Honor
Curfew.
also had inquired if the knives were recovered. They were, and this goes to strengthen evidence. All of the property was they got all the property back. The victim identified the property. Additionally, an independent witness that is familiar with Mr. Gordon from the neighborhood identified him as committing the burglary.
Okay, Judge, Mr. Gordon's a lifetime resident of South Florida. He's been at the same address for the past year. He has strong family ties. His family lives down here. No money in the bank, no real estate. He's reporting that he was just this last couple of weeks has been certified by OSHA to operate a forklift. So now he's going to be trying to get work doing that. But right now he doesn't have anyone to help bond him out.
Okay. Count one, the court's going to say you're bonded $5,000, two at $1,003 ROR. It's based on your criminal record, the strength of the case against you. Thank you, sir. How about Eric Mitchell? Ready to go on Eric? Do you have a chance to read
Mr.
this?
Mitchell's present at the main, Judge.
Sir,
We did have an
criminal
opportunity.
Criminal mischief, burglary with structure, petty theft, ag assault with a deadly weapon, and extortion threats. Any comment about probable cause? No?
Judge, no.
Okay, court finds probable cause. Steve, do we have any priors on?
Yes, Your Honor. 2010, possession of alprazolam with a VOP, 30-month state prison. 2008, carjacking with a firearm or deadly weapon with a VOP, 30-month state prison.
Hold it, carjacking with a firearm or weapon?
Yes. 2008, possession of marijuana. 2008, unlawful use of false name ID. 07, leaving the scene of an accident. 06, loitering and prowling.
Okay. Now, Mr. Miller, anything on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, I think we're going to hold off on any arguments on his behalf and bring them to division. I'm going to ask the court to go ahead and set to order a mental health and medication screen for Mr. Mitchell.
I understand. Do you have any just comment about his ability to bond?
Judge, he doesn't have any money. His family is, he does have, all of his family lives down here, but he doesn't have very much family left. Mr. Mitchell, he and I have worked together in the past, and he's had a pretty tough life. So he doesn't have a whole lot as far as financial resources.
I understand. At one point, allegedly, he pointed a gun at someone in this. He allegedly demanded money or destroyed someone's home. Based on the facts contained in the probable cause affidavits, count 1 is 1,000, 2 1,500, 3 1,000, 4 5,000. Count 5 will be $3,500. The court will order that the defendant have no contact, directly or indirectly, to the alleged victim, Cutler Vladislav. No contact with that person, directly or indirectly. No contact with Barbara Donati, directly or indirectly. Thank you. Stay
Your Honor,
500 feet from both of you.
And I would just ask if the no contact could also include Mallory Seacrest, Mara Schaefer, and GS, who I believe is a juvenile.
The court will adopt those names and no contact with them. Thank you. Troy Spence.
Thank you, Judge.
I didn't see a probable cause affidavit of Mr. Spence. Can I take a look? Yes, please.
Got one right.
Yeah, no problem. There's all of them. There's a few. Here. Yeah, take your time. I'm sorry.
They don't know him.
I have no. Hey, Marge, can you come by, please? Thanks. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's more. There's another grand theft on its own. Then there's another report after that.
Go ahead.
It's actually, I think this covers 3 separate cases.
3 separate.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Bergs and grand thefts and 1 grand theft by its own, I think. Kind of one of.
Okay, so here we are. There's a July 21st, 2014. Allegedly, he burglarized a home, stealing approximately $1,500 worth of property from the residents. They swabbed the interior window for DNA, came back to this defendant. And then we have another one that allegedly occurred February 16th of this year, where he allegedly used a rock to break of a home, where he ransacked the bedroom in Lauderhill, took a golden color brooch, and when they got there, the police said they found it in his pocket. He also removed a Kindle Fire from the bedroom. The person who owns the home doesn't know who he is, she claims. There's surveillance video footage of this defendant at the kitchen window. And there you go. So, and a neighbor allegedly saw him by the kitchen window. So, all right, now.
You go to sidebar, Judge.
Hold on.
Well,
what does that have to do with it? Oh,
priors.
we're going to do juveniles. So just give us a moment, all right? Juveniles, Mr. Miller. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
Judge, not a whole lot to say. He's lived in South Florida his entire life. All of his family lives here. He's enrolled in ASI?
AMI Kids.
AMI Kids. It's a drop-back-in program?
It's almost like a, yeah.
Okay. He is in high school. He's 17 years old.
Doing GED.
I don't know.
Okay. Sir, I assume you have no money to bond out. Am I correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, sir, I'm going to, based on your lengthy juvenile record, the facts of the case, the strength of the case against you, the court's going to set your bond on count 1 at $25,000, 2 and 3 at $1,000, count 4 at $25,000. The court's concern, and count 5 is $1,000. Sir, the court set rather high bonds, but they're high only because of your lengthy juvenile record, which we read into the record. The court is concerned this is ongoing criminal activity. It doesn't appear that it's slowing down. You're charged with a burglary last summer where they found your DNA allegedly, and now just here last month or the month before, you're allegedly burglarizing again. The court notes the strength of both cases. One is DNA and one they're eyewitnesses. And when they got there, the police found you right near the window of the home. So that's why your bonds are where they are. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sir, you want to come up? Okay. So do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish-English truthfully and to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Theodore Leal, LEAL, Staff Court Interpreter.
Okay, now, okay, may I see Raymel Francisco Perez? Perez. It says Perez, but, oh, it's Perez. Sir, you are charged with grand theft on count 1.
Señor, el primer cargo se le acusa de hurto de mayor cuantía.
Count 2, that you are being held for Orange County on a grand theft.
Y en el cargo 2, está siendo retenido por orden de Orange County en hurto mayor cuantía.
I understand. Count 2 is a no bond hold. Thank you, sir.
Por el 2 no se le otorga fianza, queda retenido. Gracias, señor.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Okay, now. Okay, we're ready to go on this. I put something to the side here.
They're on their way.
Are we waiting on Vassal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. State on the felonies, can you?
What's that? I'm hoping soon. Eddie, you have nothing to do at any time. One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, I can tell you that Boatwright and Trala have been filed. Frankly, Johnson, I don't even know why I'm not sure why she's on the docket. She had a 30-day the other day. Your Honor denied it. The charge has been filed. Judge Bober actually signed an order previously RORing her pretrial to be transferred custody to Bark. It appears they haven't had an opening yet. That's why she hasn't been brought there, I would guess. Cotto is an ROR. Kimball is an ROR. Machado's an ROR. And Pincinette is a second look. That's.
Hold it. Let's start it. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had the docket, Judge.
What about Johnson?
Johnson, I don't know why. I don't know why she's here. Frankly, you already denied the 30-day, and Judge Bober ROR'd her to pretrial for.
I understand. What about Brian Trala?
It's filed on Odyssey.
What about Jason Cotto?
Jason Cotto should be ROR.
Okay. What about Robert Kimball?
Should be an ROR.
ROR?
Yes. Yes. You're welcome.
Machado?
ROR.
Boatwright?
has been filed per Odyssey. Pensionat is a second look.
Second look. Okay, let's go ahead through the docket. Where's Quishy Johnson? Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we're going to send you on to the division because we brought you here by mistake. All right, thank you.
Is it possible for me to have something to say to you, sir?
Sure. Could somebody make sure she gets... Go ahead.
All right. I went to court and I was given the program I'm waiting on, but also because my health condition. I wish I could speak but there's a lot of people here. It has deteriorated so badly. The judge ordered me to have. I would be able to have pretrial while I was waiting for a bed to open, because I can't mention it. My health is at such a point has deteriorated so badly. He said I would be able to be at home while I waited for a bed.
Let me just stop for a second. Let me stop. You have a health condition, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you tell your other judge about this health condition?
Yes.
Is the other judge?
That's why he gave me
judge
pretrial.
do?
He said I would have pretrial. I would be able to until a bail was available.
Okay, so it looks like your other judge has addressed this matter. Okay.
Okay.
Just my concerns would be: is she being treated at the jail? Have you let somebody know about your condition, and have you been seen by the jail medical staff?
Yes, and they verified how badly it is. But I was my question is, if I was given pretrial that day, and he said no monitor because it's not Hollywood or whatever.
Right.
And he said I was on pretrial until there was a bed available.
Where are you going?
Can I tell you, we're rehashing this. It's already been taken care of by our other judge. The judge has already addressed it, and you're just waiting to go to your program, right, ma'am?
It was ordered pretrial.
Yes, but I was supposed to be able to be at home while I'm waiting for the program.
No, that's between you and your other judge, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Brian Tralla.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Got it.
Right on the edge. Hold on, come up here. You might be next.
The order for Tralla.
Sorry.
Mr. Tralla? Sir, I'm going to grant the motion today to release you on your own recognizance on 15-2904, CF10. Thank you, sir.
Wait,
Thank you.
Wait.
Sir, hold on,
Grant or
Tralla.
denied?
What is it?
You granted or?
You wanted it granted, right?
No, it's filed.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. Tralla, come on back. I made a mistake. Sorry.
I got him.
Sorry, Tralla. I don't mean to twist you up here, but I made a mistake. Sir, on April 7th, 2015, the state of Florida filed a formal charge against you for, I'll tell you right now,
He left. He's gone.
What?
He left.
Why do you leave?
You heard what he had to hear.
Okay, so it appears to be filed, signed and filed. Do you have any issues with this defense? Okay, so our wire here will be denied.
You're fine. He's got it. He's already done it. Go ahead back in the cell. Go ahead back in the cell.
Here you go. Okay. Sorry about that little mix up there. Okay. So that's taken care of. What about Jason Cotto? Jason Cotto.
I think he's.
Okay. Got it. Okay, what about Robert Kimball?
Thank you, Eddie.
Robert Kimball.
All right.
All right, Your Honor.
I need Kimball and Machado. Yeah, they're both RORs. Kimball, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on 153023 CF10.
Your Honor, if you could just inquire where Mr. Kimball's going to be.
Kimball, where are you going to live when you're out? What's your address?
For mine,
Yes.
1100 Northwest, first court,
Which city?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, sir.
Just only thing with regards to address, I mean, it is being broadcast on the internet, and I have concerns that, people may know his address. Will the court consider just asking what city he's going to stay in and to maintain contact with his attorney, and his attorney can do the change of address, or when you are...
The truth of the matter is, anybody watching can just go on the computer, look it up. I mean, I mean, the only, I gotta tell you something. I just, when we have women in here, when we broadcast it, that does give me the very great concern. Just the way the world turns, I'm worried that it's gonna say her address and somebody would be home before she got there. You know what I mean? That's what I worry about.
And that's why.
And then, am I really worried that,
I mean, technically
somebody, I don't know. Is that really,
Maybe there are people out there that don't want their address out there. That's the reason. I mean,
you know what? People can go online and look it up anyway. So. I understand what you're saying. Okay, so where's Erica Machado? Erica Machado. Do we have her?
Eddie,
we don't. Do we have Erica Machado? We don't.
To get other people to laugh.
So I'm going to release her ROR, so
Judge.
she'll know when she's leaving. What about Omar Boatwright?
North Broward, Your Honor.
Really misses having and this, Your Honor, this has been filed.
It's what?
It's been filed.
Mr. Boatwright, hold on one moment, sir. Sir, charge looks like it's been filed against you. Count 1, kidnapping, armed kidnapping, 2, attempted murder in the first degree. Count 3, burglary. Court finds probable cause. Signed as relevant state attorney's office. I'm going to. I'm going to. State. Do you have any issues with this, sir? Mr. Absal, do you have any issues with this? So the motion to release you ROR today will be denied, and all previously set bond and release conditions will remain. Thank you. Okay.
Judge Hurley.
Yes, sir.
You have a Nowagbo patient also up North Broward, but she refused.
Okay. All right.
Shouldn't.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
She should be going to mental health.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, what about, yeah.
Wall gets here because I'm somewhat familiar with Miss Nawal's
Who?
page, the person that refused. I think she has, if I could check real quick, I think she has pending cases.
What about Franz Pinachat? Pinchinat? Okay. Okay. Got it. Do you know what his, does he have any priors that are concerning, or?
Violation of injunction. Who's this on? Okay.
Pinchinat.
3 counts, three burglaries, grand theft in the past.
You know what? I'll just.
You and I differentiate between there because it's a big deal. All right.
I'm going to put him on pretrial. All right. Put ROR to pretrial Pinchinat.
Your Honor.
Pinchinat. Okay, go ahead, sir.
And I don't know if the PD has an objection or not on Nawagbo. It looks like she's got a long history in mental health court, and I think a lot of open cases in there. I don't know if the court just wants to transfer this case.
Judge, if the court's not gonna, I mean, I do remember her. She was up on the weekend. I think we tried to resolve it, and the judge wasn't inclined to do so.
Okay. So what do you
I would ask the court to consider resolving the case.
She didn't want to come. She refused to come to court,
Well,
right?
can we transfer this to Judge Lerner right as soon as possible? I mean,
We'll do that?
this is probably worst place for somebody with those
Nawagbo,
issues
we'll
to be in
just
jail.
transfer Nawagbo to Judge Lerner. Yeah, she's on page 2 of the misdemeanor docket, in the middle. What about Bruce Hanson?
Main jail, Judge. And Mr. Hanson is present?
Yes, sir.
Hoping that he could possibly resolve. I'm not going to take it well.
Oh, she's on vacation. I forgot. Melissa.
Okay, what about Bruce Hanson? Just give me a moment, sir. I got sidetracked here. Hold on.
No.
Everybody just be mindful. If you hear a crashing sound, like, you might have to go out there and separate them. Well, that's been years.
All right, sir. You want to resolve your case today? Plead no contest.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Trespassing at, I don't know, 700 North Federal. Where's that? The Fresh Market or Winn-Dixie?
Well, it's the Winn-Dixie, and I was banned from the Winn-Dixie,
Right.
but they actually told me I was banned from the whole parking lot.
Right.
And so I was going to the Chinese place, and I got arrested for that.
Okay, well. Did it? Okay, well, okay, so you're not allowed to go into the whole Winn-Dixie shopping plaza from Jamba Juice to Shuckham's on the backside to Winn-Dixie. You can't even cut across the parking lot, all right?
I appreciate that.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
would you like to plead no contest to the charge of trespassing?
Yes, sir.
You understand the case is over with today. We're not going to have a trial. We're not going to have your day in court.
Yes, sir.
You plead no contest, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll withhold adjudication, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, this is Mr. Carmichael.
No, it's not John. Hold on, let me get it.
Okay, what about Luke Carmichael? Is that Luke?
Yes, sir.
Luke, indecent exposure. Just let me check this out real quick. Hold on. See what they. Interesting.
How quick? I don't have 10. I don't have 10 minutes. If you can cut it down to like 2 minutes, I can do it.
I swear to God, I give you.
Could you call back tomorrow at 8:35?
All right, sir. Would you, Mr. Carmichael, would you like to, let me ask you, state.
All right, bye. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Why are you telling me to come back?
Could you
I
tell
can't
me
take
if
it
he's an
anymore.
offender, if he's registered?
1 moment. This is on Carmichael. One moment, Your Honor. No. Yes. Your Honor, I'm not showing that, but I can tell you in 2009, he was convicted of burglary of a dwelling in a stealthy manner with exposure.
All right.
He had another burg dwelling in 2010. 2013, he had a grand theft where he was sentenced to prison.
All right, so, Mr. Carmichael, would you like to resolve your case today? Indecent exposure.
State would object, Your Honor.
What's the objection?
Your Honor, let me, if I could, I'm going to take a look. I mean,
You can have him check it. All right. I was having to sit.
John, have him secured the hallway to himself.
You're on your own.
we have civilian witnesses that are, just leaving a business, and this is what they have to see. Your Honor, him exposing himself and masturbating, Your Honor, considering that he not too long ago, broke into someone's house and exposed himself in front of them. I think this is something that warrants looking into a little bit more than resolving at a first appearance or a second look. And I know he doesn't agree, but I mean...
I tend to agree, sir. With your history, I'm going to let you go see your judge. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Carmichael. Let's go to the division. Okay, what about Jeffrey Dorval?
Yes, sir.
Jeffrey Dorval?
Yes, sir.
Where is he?
It's,
Hey, Mr. Dorval.
Judge Gottlieb.
What is going on with Mr. Dorval? He's got 8 days in criminal mischief.
1 moment, Judge. Let me see what's written here. Is this yours? What to the docket? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, great. We'll be ready in just one moment. Oh, there we go. Could you give it to Your Honor?
Right. Hold on.
Could you give one to the judge? Well, okay then. I already saw it. Was there restitution issued in this case? So there's $90 restitution also. Why wasn't that put down there? Why would? Oh, gotcha.
Okay, Jeffrey Dorval, he's here. This is a violation of probation, right?
Yes.
Committed a burglary of a dwelling while he was on...
Looks like a week after he was put on probation.
Okay. I'm not going to take any action. I'll let this go to division, all right? Thank you, sir. Mr. Dorval.
Judge, we still have Travis Vassal over here from the
Your Honor,
docket.
I guess we'll have to proceed on that. I'm not going to ask the court to wait any longer. That was a reset, I believe, from tomorrow. I think it was a med reset? Yeah.
Okay. Travis Vassal, sir, possession of cannabis, neglecting a child without great harm, grand theft firearm. This is the listed defendant also had his child in his arms. with him during the meeting while showing the undercover detective stolen firearms and smoking marijuana. All right. Go ahead, state.
Your Honor, he's currently out on a burglary of a dwelling.
What's the case number?
1411481 CF10A.
481 CF10. I need to appoint a guardian ad litem in this case. State, do you know whether DCF was contacted?
Your Honor, I am able to contact the detective involved, and I'll make sure.
Sir, today the court's going to set your bond on count 1 at 100, 2 and 3 at 1,000. Revoke your bond on 1411481 CF10. That bond's revoked. You're going to be held without bond until further order of the court. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right, I'm appointing a guardian ad litem.
We are clear at the main.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
See you
Have a nice day.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
You too, Judge.
Everyone, we're out for 2:35. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8:30. Thank you.